Morning students, Sai Ram. Let us continue with the next part of EVS 1 lesson number 5, water for every household. Children, in the last video we saw about how is water supplied to various places in our house. Yes or no? From one tank the water is being supplied through various places, for example kitchen, bathrooms, toilets, and we studied about the internal supply of water in the house. In today's video we are going to see how is water supplied to a town or a city or a village. So let us start by learning the new words. Can you see it on the screen? The first word is machine, machine. Now machines are type of equipments or things which are used to do certain kind of work. They help to reduce the efforts of a man, means they make a man's work easy. So machines are kind of things, they are things or they are equipments which are used to do certain kind of work, and many machines work on electricity. That is, with the help of electricity many machines work. Okay, second one is diesel, diesel. Diesel is a kind of fuel used to run again lot vehicles, you can say machines. Okay, it is a kind of fuel. Third one is released, released. Released means something to free. Okay, means you're freeing something, it's a type of freedom. Suppose you're releasing the birds from a cage, that means you are letting them go free, so that is released. Okay, fourth one is discovered, discovered. Discovered means to find out something new is called as discovered. Okay, and the last one pumps, pumps. Pumps are kind of machines which run on electricity. Okay, now let us have a look at the first important thing which we are going to learn in today's video: water tanks at a height. In the last video, if you remember, we studied about overhead tanks. Okay, it is same like water tanks at a height are also known as water towers. What are they known as? Water towers. Now where are these water towers situated, and how is the water from these tanks being supplied to various houses in a city or a town or a village? Look at the first point. We know that water flows downwards. Water is a liquid substance. Yes or no? It is liquid. So water always flows downwards. It will never flow upward. Okay, all the liquid substance has the capacity to flow downwards. So water is also one of a liquid substance, and it will always flow downwards. But if we want to lift water upwards, we have to use some force. Yes or no? If we forcefully want that the water should move upwards, we have to apply pressure, or we have to apply some force on it. And for that, machines are being used. With the help of machines, the water is being forced upward, and the water is being reached to these tanks, which is known as water tower. So what makes the water to help to flow upward? It is the machines which help the water to flow upwards, and machines run on electricity. So when electricity is generated, and with the help of electricity and the machines, the water is forcefully pushed upward into the water tower, and there it is being stored for a longer time and in huge quantity, and from there it is being supplied to various houses of a city, town or village. Did you get that? See, water on its own will not flow upwards, so we have to use machines to help the water to flow upward, and machines run on electricity. So electricity again generates a lot of force, and then the water with a lot of force is pushed upwards, and it is stored in a water tower. Okay, now machines, as I told you, machines used for lifting water are called pumps. So there are different kinds of machines and they have different names, but the machine which is used for lifting water are called pumps. Okay, and these pumps run on diesel or electricity. Diesel is a kind of fuel, and electricity, we all know, we have the bulbs, the fans, they all in our house, they run on electricity. So these pumps run on diesel. Diesel is also, some pumps may run on diesel, some pumps may run on electricity, but these are the pumps which are used to make the water flow upward with a greater force. Okay, now what if electricity in the olden days was not discovered? What happened during those days? See, before electricity was discovered, it was not possible to raise water to very great heights. So children, when electricity was not discovered, when there was no electricity, it was not possible. There was no water tower during those times, there was no water tanks during those time at a greater heights, because it was impossible to let the water flow upward without the help of electricity. So during those times, people used to face a lot of water problems too. Okay, those who are not having a river or a pond or a lake nearby their city, they used to face a lot of water problem. So because of electricity, man's life became easier, many inventions took place, and it also helped in water supply. Okay, now journey of water from source to house. What is the meaning of this? Actually, there is a diagram in your textbook, EVS 1 textbook, that is known as journey of water from source to house. Source means a place where water gets collected in huge quantity, and then from that source, how is the water being supplied to various houses of that particular place. So here's the diagram for you. I hope you can see it clearly. I'll just explain it. Even if you see, you get a brief idea, you get a small detail of what the diagram is actually. Now I'll use a brush for it. See, this is the first one. One second. Okay, this is the first part. That is, this is the dam. Okay, or a river or a reservoir where water is collected or where water is stored in huge quantity during rainy season. See, you can see the rain is falling there, and then it is getting collected, the rain water is getting collected in the reservoirs. Now from this reservoir, the first name given to it, can you see this? It is source of water for the settlement, means that is the main area, or that is the main source where water is collected. Okay, then comes your next part. Now can you see a pipe is being connected? See, these are the pipes, these all are the pipes which are being connected to the various sources. Now pipe is being connected to that main source, and from that it comes in the water purification center. Can you see this brown color? One minute. See, this is water purification center. This is the second step where water is being purified. Children, we cannot directly use the water for drinking. Even if it is rainwater, we cannot use it directly for drinking because it is unsafe for us. It is not safe and it is not healthy for us. So in that water purification center, the water gets purified, the water becomes pure, the water becomes clean, and it is easier, and it becomes easily available for drinking water. Okay, it becomes available for drinking water. But even though the water is purified in the water purification center, we do not take risk. We always boil the water or filter the water before drinking it. Okay, and then this is the water storage, like you can say it is water purification center, and from there it is passing through this water tower. Can you see? This is the third one, the water tower, or you can say water tanks, which are being situated at various places. And from that water tower, the pipes are being connected and it is being supplied to the houses of, you can say, a particular area or a particular town or village. So these are settlements. Your number 4 are settlements. Settlements means a place where people live is called a settlement. It can be a village, it can be a town, or it can be a city. So did you understand this diagram of journey of water from source, that is where the first thing where the water gets collected, it gets collected in the reservoirs like dams, lakes or rivers, and from there a pipe is being connected and it is brought to water purification center where the water is made pure, okay, by the help of filtration machines, pumps are used in that center. And from the water purification center it comes to the water towers, or you can say water tanks, okay, and then it is being supplied to the various houses of that particular place. So have you understood? And that houses or the people live in that area is known as settlement. So did you get and did you understand what is this picture about? Okay, let us move on further. Now, according to need, water is released from these tanks through big pipes. Yes, children. We have a specific timing of water, means the main water from the tower which comes has a specific time. Either it comes in the morning or it comes morning for 1 or 2 hours, and then we store it in our house, in our even our plastic tanks we have, or in the building tanks it gets stored during that particular time. The water is not left for 24 hours because we have to conserve and we have to save water so that other people who are facing a lot of water problems, even they get water during that time. So water is being left by the main tower, by the main water tower, for a specific period of time, for a limited period of time, and during that time we store water in our houses in the form of in the plastic tanks or in the containers, whatever we have, okay, and then we use that water throughout the day. Is that clear? And it is being supplied through big pipes, okay, big and huge pipes are being used to supply the water. Then the pipe branches out into smaller pipes which take water to every house. From the main source to the water tower there are huge pipes which are being connected to each other, and when it comes to the cities and towns and villages, small pipes are being divided into various parts to supply through various places. Is that clear? So it is like a network. Then in some areas there are 2 or 3 common taps for the whole area. See children, this is a very critical, a very serious situation wherein there are only 2 or 3 taps for the full area. I'm not talking about a single house, I'm talking about an area where people do not get water, and all the people have to come and walk far away places to that particular place where water is available during that time, and carry huge utensils and pots on their heads and on in their hands, which is a very big and a hard work task. So it is a very serious situation where lot of people are going through this, where there are only 2 or 3 common taps in the full area, not in house. They don't have water in the house, so they have to walk away to far away places where they have these 2 or 3 taps, and they have to come during that particular time and spend hours and hours in line, because there are all the people coming during that time, and you have to maintain a particular slot, like you have to wait in the line till your number comes. So it takes hours and hours, and then if the water goes during that time, then you are left with nothing and you have to go empty handed again home. So these are the problems faced by many places in our in our place, in our area, or in our, you can say, not in our area but in our state and in our district. Okay, so we should be very careful while using water. We should not waste water, and we should never use water unnecessarily. You should use how much you want to. Is that clear? Now we'll have a quick recap of what we studied. We studied 2 important things in today's video. We studied about the water tanks which are situated at a height, which are also known as water towers. Yes or no? They are known as water towers. And pumps and machines, the machines which are called pumps, which run on electricity, are used to raise the water at heights, which gets collected in that water tower, and from that water tower the water is being supplied to various houses. Okay, then the second one is, I showed you the diagram of journey of water from source to house, wherein the water which is collected from the main source goes through various stages, and then it is being supplied through to the various houses of a city, village or town. So it goes under three processes, like first it is getting collected in the reservoir, then huge pipes are being connected and it is brought to water purification center, where the water is being where the water is clean, where the water becomes pure, and then again pipes are connected from that water purification center to the water towers, that are water tanks which are situated at a greater heights, where again there are small pipes connected to it, which gets supplied to various houses in that particular place or in that particular area. So we seen in today's video how is water collected from the main source to our water towers, and then how the journey of water takes place step by step. I hope you have understood today's video, and thank you for listening to me carefully. Bye. Take care. Thank you.